morning. On today's show, with Louis Walsh and Westlife's Cian Egan, hello girls, as their managers, the future looks bright for girl group Wonderland, and those lovely ladies will be joining me a little later for a chat and to perform their latest single, Starlight. And it certainly was madness on Britain's Got Talent last night. Semi-finalist Mexican Mayhem will be here, oh, Lord help us, after 9 o'clock. Ross King has all the latest from Hollywood, including a spectacular television reunion. And James Tanner shows us how easy it is to cook fish on the barbie. First, though, we're talking showbiz, and joining me now is showbiz editor Dan Wootton, who's got some predictions for tomorrow night's final of Britain's Got Talent. But first of all, Dan...
Oh, yes.
Front-page headlines in a lot of the tabloids today.
Everyone's talking about this, aren't they? It's basically the fact that Ronan Park, who's one of the favourites, it actually is still the odds-on favourite. Yes, the 12-year-old, sort of been described as potentially the British Justin Bieber after his first performance on Britain's Got Talent. A whole load of internet claims, which have been furiously denied by Simon Cowell, we should point out, which suggest that there may have been some sort of fix going on for a number of years. Now, my view on this is, look, it's been denied by Simon Cowell. It's obviously not true. And also what we have to remember here is that Ronan is a 12-year-old kid with a big dream. And let's not blame him for this hoax and this scandal.
Because what the hoax says is that Simon is already his manager or something, isn't
yes,
it? That's
and that he had been predetermined to win the show. Now, look, the fact
this is all allegedly and all of this.
Well, yeah, and the thing is, right, my feeling on this all the time is actually we decide who wins the show because we vote. So we can vote for him if his performance is good on Saturday night, and if it's not, we won't. But let's not prejudge a 12-year-old boy, that's what I would say. OK,
well, talking of the hot contenders, of course, there is Ronan. Is he the favourite still?
He is still the favourite, but I don't know if that's going to change over the course of the day because maybe people will believe these rumours. That's why I think it's a bit harsh on him. But you know what? I reckon we're going to have a young winner this year, and I think Simon Cowell would like a youthful person to win the show because it's so good and it's uplifting and it's positive, isn't it? My other two picks, I love New Bounce. They're the young Jackson 5 style boy band.
And I love their style of music. It's happy,
definitely,
isn't it?
and not necessarily the types of boys you'd see on X Factor, but so good for Britain's Got Talent. And also, what a brilliant story the young dancer James Hobley has, obviously battled with autism. So inspirational. So they're my three picks as it stands. But the great thing about Britain's Got Talent, what I've loved this week, as we saw with last night's semi-final...
Stephen, was it?
Yes. And I was outraged by that, but I mean, it's so unpredictable and you have to love that. And again, they didn't want him through.
No, but I loved... You see, I've never seen Jessie J perform before, and she was sensational.
So good.
And I loved that lipstick.
I know. So her lips formed the Union Jack, which is obviously so appropriate for Britain's Got Talent. But what a star this girl is. Standing ovation from Simon Cowell. I've actually never seen him cheer so hard for someone who isn't his own act.
Now, you were saying about somebody who's young is probably going to win, and he, of course, is launching this new young lady.
This is really interesting, actually. He's going to launch a girl called Jackie Evancho on tomorrow night's final. This was his signing from America's Got Talent. She's an 11-year-old American girl who has been described as the US version of Charlotte Church. So it just shows you that when Simon sees these Got Talent shows and he sees young, talented kids, he also sees pound signs.
Well, we have talent in later, of course. Mexican Mayhem here with us later.
So who's going to sign them?
OK, now, JLS, of course, who didn't win X Factor a couple of years ago. They've done brilliantly. And
so well. Yes, definitely. They are actually today becoming our first boy band in some time to release their very own movie. It's a 3D film. It really follows what the likes of Justin Bieber and Miley Cyrus are doing in the US, which is a mix of performance and bit of behind-the-scenes banter from the band. It tells their story. It's actually, I saw it last night, got a special sneak preview with the lads, and it's a really uplifting, positive story. Really, really enjoyed it. And Carol, I have to say, when I was with them last night, they gave me a little bit of a treat for you because they're huge fans. And Mr. Aston Marigold, he has a secret crush, Carol, and described you as his ultimate cougar. So, you know, if you're looking, you're in luck.
Oh, that is fantastic. Seriously. Oh, that's lovely. Well, I wish you all the best, boys, with your movie. That's fantastic.
And, you know, it's a really great time for pop at the moment, Carol, because Nicola Roberts, who is the Girls Aloud star, she is actually releasing her first solo single on Sunday. She's going to launch it at a special event on Saturday night. Now, she's the third member of Girls Aloud to go solo, obviously following in the footsteps of Cheryl Cole, very successful, then Nadine Coyle, not so successful. My money is on her first single, Beat of My Drum, being a really big hit, you know. It's a great sound, very, very different, up-tempo pop. And the great thing about Nicola is she was really... people were really harsh on her in the early days of the band.
Pale skin and the colour hair.
Exactly. And she's really come through that, proven that she's a massive talent. And she's a big darling of the fashionista East London scene. So I'm really feeling positive about this, definitely.
All the best, Nicola. Mtv Movie Awards in LA this weekend. Yeah,
that's on Sunday night too. Gosh, it's such a busy showbiz weekend, isn't it? And Twilight are leading the nominations, perhaps not surprisingly, but it's potentially going to be a great night for British talent because up for acting gongs are our very own Robert Pattinson. He's up against his arch-rival Daniel Radcliffe from Harry Potter. Emma Watson's also nominated, as is Andrew Garfield and Russell Brand. So, you know what? We're taking over Hollywood well and truly at the moment.
I don't think Russell's probably going to
get I think not. I think it's, I think it's probably in our pets night on Sunday.
Yes. And speaking of cute, Elton John and David Furnish obviously have their beautiful little baby, and there were pictures of that baby.
Absolutely adorable.
It's gorgeous.
This is young Zachary.
This is all in the papers today.
Yeah, and Elton is just, you know, again, someone who faced so much criticism and proving that he's just a doting dad. All of these people who said he's not going to spend any time with the baby, well, you know what? He's proving you absolutely wrong then. And I also have to say a big congratulations today to Pink, one of my favourite pop stars, and to her husband, Corey Hart. She gave birth to her first baby yesterday, and they've named her Willow Sage Hart. So it's interesting. Willow name, Smith. It looks like it's the new Hollywood trend, the name Willow.
That's lovely. Oh, well, congratulations to them. I hope she's having a lie-in this morning.
I'm sure she is.
I'm sure she is. And finally, what is the word on the street this week?
Word on the street this week. Which major pop star has been sneaking into nightclubs underage? And that's the hint, underage.
Goodness me, people don't do things like that, do they?
I know, we never did.
Never did, Dan. I didn't, I'm honest. No matter what they said, it wasn't true. Dan Wootton, thank you very much indeed.
Thanks,
and have a fantastic weekend. You're busy this weekend.
Definitely.
Yeah, wonderful.
You too.
Thank you. Now, as always, we want to know what you think about the stories we've been discussing, OK? These are questions. Who do you think should win Britain's Got Talent? And do you agree with Dan about Ronan, new bands and James Hobley? We really want to hear from you. If you're over 16, you can text us on 67890. Text costs 25p, plus your standard network charge. And you can also contact us at facebook.com/LorraineITV. Please, please try to get your comments in before 9 o'clock this morning, so I've got time to read them out. And our show has been nominated for a TV Choice Award, along with some of your other favourite programmes. And the voting has opened, and we'd love you to vote for us. All the details are on the website. Now, today is